Welcome back to the Castle of Frustration. I am your host, Alan Bish, and I am mad. Matt's here too.
Hi everyone. I'm doing good today. Alan isn't.
I am.
This is all of Adam's family level frustration.
Adam's family?
The roof.
Oh, the roof! Yeah, that's
where you
right.
kind of left me in the middle of the gameplay, and I had to play myself, and then you didn't talk for a while.
Oh, thank you for reminding me of stuff like that. I totally forgot about that. Well, go watch our Adam's Family video.
Actually, hey, if you people want, share our videos, please.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, gotta get the shill in. So I watched our, I also played in the...
There we go. We're good now.
Oh, right. In the midst of our collection, Adam's Family on Game Boy. I played through it for like roughly 3.5 minutes, and that was like all the further I got into it. It's not, I'm sorry, Adam's Family on Game Boy. Unlike...
Don't let that baby go up.
Unlike, what was I going to say that? Unlike, surprisingly enough, real Ghostbusters on Game Boy, which got us like a lot of views, surprisingly.
I think because it was Ghostbusters.
I don't know if it was just because it was Ghostbusters, but it was like a pretty obscure Ghostbusters.
That one group helped that saw the video. That other, I think they were a Let's Play group, saw it and helped us.
That's the Retromancers. That was their name.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Why you go through that door again?
It takes to the same spot.
Oh yeah, because you gotta go up.
Yeah, those guys, Retromancers, thank you very much, got us a little bump up there.
Yeah.
But it's also a pretty, like, obscure... And I looked up on the history, it was also a Mickey Mouse, and it was a Garfield game. Which
makes sense.
And it was, yeah. And it was something else, too. I think it was something else, like a Snoopy game or something to that effect. Like, they got... Whichever company made that got, like, a ton of mileage out of that one generic platform puzzler. Just changing the sprites around, in the case of real Ghostbusters, adding the theme. It's still pretty bizarre to me that there were...
That game was just not good.
It was playable. I'll give it that much.
You know,
but it wasn't fun.
Maybe one of these days I'll actually play the Ghostbusters game that came out for PlayStation.
Oh, Ghostbusters video game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that would be...
Oh no! Oh no!
But that would be another one of those decently long playthroughs with cutscenes.
Oh yeah, that would be more of a, you know... Okay, I'm gonna do this one first.
Where half our videos
this is where I've had the most
cutscene. Where half our videos just might be cutscenes.
Oh, exciting!
Yeah, but it's with the voice acting from the last time the Ghostbusters were together, so I think it'd be worth it.
People who speak better than us, you mean?
Yes.
Who get paid to speak better than us?
It was the last time the original cast was together. Mostly.
Wait, nobody warned me that this cutesy platformer was difficult. This is more difficult than Super Mario World.
Well, yeah.
Like, this is far and away... I mean, World, I don't know. World I really didn't get to play until I was in high school, but...
No.
Pretty much. That's about when late high school is about when we picked up another classmate's, you know, secondhand SNES.
Best deal I ever made.
He was getting on that PlayStation 2 hype.
Best deal I ever made.
Absolutely.
$15 for like, what, 30 games? Those wireless controllers?
Oh, yeah.
And I got some good games in that stack, too.
I mean, we've got games that way better collectors don't have that we do. I freaking own Earthbound, yo.
Where'd we get that at? Didn't you get that at a yard sale or something?
I did get it at a yard sale. I actually did have the one, like, I know I've talked about this before. I'm pretty sure I have, but I really did honestly have that mythical yard sale experience where in some dirt, middle of nowhere forest yard sale that this one family had, and it was like, here's somebody's Super Nintendo, $5 a piece on their games. And it had Link to the Past and this game and Earthbound.
Some games
that's why
are fairly expensive. Where are you aiming? Oh, there you go.
There we go. That's why I don't feel bad. You know, there's still a few like key games in anybody's SNES collection. You know, I don't have stuff like Super Metroid or Chrono Trigger or Final Fantasy 3 or anything like that. But the games I do have that are considered valuable, I'm just lucky that it's the same door. I'm lucky to have because of that one frigging yard sale. And, you know, if you see a yard sale sign posted, hey, it's still worth it to pop by the side of the road. Maybe not so much nowadays, because that would have been like early these two.
Yeah.
Like early college for me, and that was still at a point like right just before the collecting bubbles started inflating. You know, I paid $5 for Earthbound back at a time when that game cost like $100 loose, which it doesn't anymore.
Dude. Well, you can still find stuff like that around that either people don't know what they have, you know.
Yeah, but you know, you tend not to you know, you don't want to be a jerk about stuff like that. I was telling you.
Unless they're insistent on it.
Yeah, I was telling you of an experience recently where an acquaintance of mine said, "Hey, I was digging around in my basement and I found my old NES, and I know you're into that kind of stuff." And you know, it wasn't one of those you know, I'm selling it or anything. He was definitely having it to play, but he's like, "I know you're interested. You're a big Nintendo gamer. I want you to take a look at what I've got. Help me get it set up on my modern TV and that sort of thing." Yeah, no problem there. And I'm digging through. I'm like, okay, you guys got like 3 copies of Tecmo Bowl and Super Mario 3, and all right, a copy of Zelda. Sure, nothing terribly interesting, but in the middle of all of these like dirt common NES games, it's like, dude, I gotta tell you this. You have Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers too, a video game that's worth like $300 or more in the collector market nowadays. And he's really surprised about that, because like, really, this game based on this, you know, old Disney cartoon? Yeah, you bet, buddy. If I was a jerk, I was like, yeah, I'll give you $5 for this one.
I was going to say, then did you ask him if he wanted to sell it?
No, I was honest with him, and you know,
I meant afterwards.
Yeah, I was totally honest. I'm like, hey, you've got a rare game here.
What'd you offer after that?
I didn't offer anything after that. He was
going to keep it, wasn't he?
Oh yeah.
But if he decides, you're probably
he was going to keep it anyway, just because he just legitimately likes that game.
But you know what? Probably if he goes to sell it, though, you're going to be the first person he asks about.
Well,
right?
Who knows?
Probably.
Who knows?
Because that's what I usually do. If I try to help somebody, usually in the long run, if they do eventually get rid of it, you're the first person they call.
Right. It's not because you do that because you hope for that. It's just because you just, you know,
like for example,
sometimes.
Like for example, one of the people we've had on our show.
I now understand where the first key was and why it wasn't there. Wasn't that the key that unlocked this?
Yeah.
So I have all the keys I need.
You should.
Yes.
For example, one of the people who've been on our show, Riley.
Yeah.
She was kind of, no, I'm not going to say depressed, but just feeling down lately. So we let her borrow one of our multiple Sega Genesis.
Yeah,
Genocide. Well, you know where I'm getting at.
Uh-huh.
And we let her borrow essentially her favorite game so she could play for a while.
Oh.
We do stuff like that because we're nice people.
I'm
You know.
I'm not gonna
You do
risk that.
stuff, and we're the type of people. If we have extra games, we'll see if there's anybody who actually wants them first.
Oh.
Whoa! Grab all those.
So, okay.
You want to extend this episode?
Darn right I do. Let's
Okay.
finish this, please. Oh, it's this again. Yoshi, oh dear. Well, marching mills will pound you to bits. Yeah, this seems somewhat familiar. I gotta, what do I have to do? I have to
Is
hit
that
it
Kirby?
No, that's not Kirby.
Looks like Kirby. Don't you have to hit like the top of that? There you go. This looks insanely simple.
We've done this
What?
before. Oh, this was a previous boss.
Was it? Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I think I made the same Kirby joke then.
Yeah, I mentioned how I needed to get these guys. See, I'm kind of dividing and conquer here. You don't want to get them all at once, because then you'll have all these whole bunch of little dudes running around.
Can you just shoot them with the eggs?
I don't know. I don't. Okay, so I'll tell you what. Oh. There was a good moral to that story, too, because I did actually get something for my honesty. That really sweet, vintage Captain Skyhawk poster.
Oh.
And you know how much I love Captain Skyhawk. Oh, that level finally is in the bag.
We could have had this done so much earlier.
Oh, we could have had it done so much earlier.
Maybe we should do research on this stuff.
But in any event, that level is done. Mercifully. Coming up, level 4-5 on the Hammer Brothers. Stay tuned.